Welcome everyone, it's time for more Anno 1800. Well, last time I started on my old town, which is going to be situated over here. And I'm happy I gave myself a little bit of extra space from what I originally was planning, which was to sort of drag the wall here. I'm happy that I did more with it, because yeah, even though we're not going to have that much stuff in here, we are going to have some stuff. And yes, that is very lovely. So as far as I've come is the stuff for the farmers, the ones that live over here. So we have some sheep over here. We have the framework knitters. We have the distillery, some potato, etc., etc. And then for the workers, as far as I've come, we have stuff for sausages. We have the... did I build? Yes, here we go. That's the slaughterhouse. That's the pig farm. Got that. We have the bread production. We have the windmill over here, but then we have the bakery, one here and one over here. We don't have any steel production. We're not going to have any steel production. That's not necessary. But then we're going to get to soap and beer. And for beer, obviously, I don't know. Do I want to have a hop farm? I suppose I potentially could have a hop farm here. You know what? Not impossible. I might try that. We'll see. We'll see. It's not impossible. But yes, indeed. Oh, I might actually have it here now that I think about it. That could be a thing. But anyway, yes. So that's that. And we're also going to have to fit in a school. We did the church over here. Looking very lovely. Now, I did actually look this up about the thing, that there is something for this cobbled path or something like that. I don't know if it looks like that, but I'm probably gonna give it a go. I don't have the tickets right now, so we're gonna have to bank on me getting tickets from the World Fair, because I have done the anniversary expedition, which is apparently supposed to be able to give us some golden tickets. Very lovely. And we have the stuff for this, so really it is just about you not getting it fast enough on this occasion. Now, you are upgraded. I don't really think I should have to upgrade you more. So it is kind of weird that only 2 of you are going here. You could have more. Anyway, you do what you need to do with that. So we're not gonna stress this. It is what it is. I am also gonna need points for a few more graves, because I literally have used up all of the graves that I have. And there are 1, 2... Is it 2, 3? 3 places where I would like a grave. By the way, that can probably be a tree, albeit a small one. Right. But yes, so this is going to be sort of the slightly finer place. I have some workers here. I could have a few more. But yeah, this is what I'm supposed to sort of continue doing in this episode. And if I'm done before the end of the episode, we're going to continue with what it is that we want over here. Now, I am reminded of a thing I was saying from the beginning, that I maybe want the canal to come in here, but now it kind of feels like I don't. Yeah, because, no, the only thing I really want a canal for is to, like, have the equivalent of a moat. I mean, that's a thing I could have. Could I have a moat in here? Like a one tile moat? How would that look? I mean, you kind of want the moat to be a bit wider than that. But I can do wider if I need to. I mean, that's kind of nifty. But yes, it absolutely has to be wider. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Allow me to do the moat. Nope, not like that. We are gonna have to do. Well, we are gonna have to do a lot of work here, I suppose. Yes. Can I move all of this up one? Is the game gonna allow me to do that? The game is gonna allow me to do that. Cool. But it's actually not enough. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, we need 1 space left too. I mean, that still kind of works. So then we are gonna have to just do the exact same thing here, which is to do sort of that. And we remove that, and that. And now we take... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, fine. Get rid of that. Right. Oh, get rid of that. I might actually want to do brick road here. Just because the sort of bridge that comes over is looking better. Can I do that without it looking strange? Hold on. If I do that... No. Hold on. Oh no, we can only have one. Right. Okay. Well, I think it was okay if we did it like this, right? Yes, then it's okay. Yes. Not my favorite. Why the hell did it go away? That's weird. Hold on. Oh, okay, now I'm not 100% sure I understand what the hell is going on. I know it... Oh, right. Okay, so if I do... Okay, I might have to have 3. I was about to say I don't want 3. Because now that looks weird. Okay. And are you then saying if I do this... Are you saying it's not gonna work? Because, well, I can sort of understand why it wouldn't work, I suppose. No, see, it works. It works absolutely well. There we go. You just have to trick it a bit. Okay, I mean, I don't like it as much as I would have liked if it was double, but I suppose, yeah, the game is not gonna allow that. But now I have a moat. Gotta have a moat. Even though people are taking a cruise in the moat. There are no alligators in my moat, apparently. Very sad. But that's fine. Also, I really wish we could sort of decide what little things we have here, because I'm not sure I agree with some of these. But there we go. So how do I now connect this? Do I simply... I might actually do this. I might remove that one. And then we'll simply drag this up here. That's reasonable. So even though it's a moat, I'm still gonna have to connect it to my canal system. And this canal system then probably is just gonna come up here somehow. Maybe connect to this. Not sure. We're gonna have a bit of a think about exactly how that works, because I see, for example, that I might want to move this one up a notch, so to speak. So it's in fact you know what? Not right now. Right now we're doing this. We have ourselves at least something reminiscent of a moat. Right. Next on the line, or on the agenda, is the rendering works. I really don't want these because they are ugly, but I mean, we're living in the old town. Of course there would be ugly things in here. So you know what, we're gonna leave that space for now. I can have both of them here. You know what, we are gonna have them right over here, I think. Yes, right as you enter. But we can have some trees and whatnot here, so that's fine. And then the soap factory, which is a bit bigger, can be over here. Lovely. And that is not the way around. Right. That's better. That's the road in. Do I want it to sit like that? Yes, that's fine. These... Do they have a specific entry point? I think we want them like this, maybe? Or, in fact, all the way around like that. Is there even a... There's the door, I suppose. Okay, so I think that these actually should go in the back. Is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that that is correct, if you know what I mean. So there we go. You have what you need there, and then we have the bear situation. Can I don't think I can fit a hop farm in here. 96. Not even close. Okay, never mind then. Go away. So we're going to do the same thing then, which is to have a road come out here. We're going to have a hop farm here. You are going to have the thingamabob. And then we are going to have this come all the way down here. Beautiful. 8296. Can have you all the way over there. 5 more. Can get 3 here. Okay, fine. I don't really like... you know what? Screw it. I don't care. Doesn't matter. There we go. You don't get all of your tiles. In fact, screw you. You also don't get all of your tiles. Because with the fertilizer, you're still going to be well over 100% anyway. So... screw you, basically. There we go. So a little bit of farming right at the entrance here. And then we're going to have the malt house, which is also... ooh. But I don't want a malt house right at the entry point into our fair city. So the malt house can sit, let's say, here. That's not a bad idea. Do you have a... yeah, I think that is actually quite how you want to be. Good, good, good. I don't exactly know what I want here. Maybe I'll have just a few... farmers, potentially? I don't know. How far do you stretch? Not really all the way over there. I don't really want another one. Well, I am actually going to have another one. Also, school is actually sort of close. Is that a school? No, that's a hospital. Ooh, a hospital. Yeah, we should probably have a hospital in here just for the sake of it. And how about we have that right next by to the church? It can actually sit here, I think. Yes. So how about that just sits there? We shall have this road. Not there. This road comes through here. That connects to there. Lovely. Like so. But yeah, exactly what I'm gonna have here, I don't know. You are overworking. Which is... oh, bloody hell. Okay, I didn't really want to upgrade this one. Do we just add another one? I can fit one more in here. Yeah, you know what? Have another one. That at least will help a little bit, but actually we would like even more. I don't particularly want one more, but you know what? See, I would have loved you. Yeah, no, you can't fit there because you need a road. We could get you a road, just in a weird way. Yeah, remove that one. Have another warehouse. Drag a road around here. So now we know what we fill this place with. Warehouse. And then probably just some beautification stuff here. And what do we have here? You know what? I would like some living things here. By living things, I mean, in fact, how about we delete those and upgrade those 3 into workers, because I want these to be workers. Let me just replace. And you are gonna be old residence, old town stuff. There we go. Lovely. I am okay with this. It doesn't have to be like perfect or like super efficient or anything like that. That is not what we're going for here. You are actually not a range of a single... oh, that's bad. How are you? Why do you not reach further? You're closer than this one. It's annoying. Okay. Well. I don't like it. I do not like it. But you're gonna have to go there. Oh well. I suppose that's yet another bit of help here for these guys. So yeah, now we're coming down a bit here. That was full before, it's not anymore. What we should remember to do is over here, we should buy this back. Thank you. Lovely. All right then, let's move into here. The reason why I had a bit of space there is for beautification stuff, and we're probably gonna have some here. Oh no, I do want, I think. Are you actually ready to be leveled up? Yes, you are. Well, actually, do I want that? No, I think I want a few more workers right in here. So how about we just grab those two? You come in there. Replace and change to Old Town. Lovely. Right, now a shul. Shul is needed, and that is obviously going to be in here as well. So how about that sits sort of here? Yeah. You don't have an Old Town, I think. You only had the Asylum, which I don't want, but you do have Old Town. Same model, just slightly older looking. Lovely. Don't know why they got a whole bunch of balloons. Doesn't seem like something I would give them. But anyway, lovely. So a few more of you guys. We're going to look into, again, beautification later. I don't want to add just trees. I'm going to add stuff like the clothing racks, I think it's called. Stuff like that. We can have actual things. And of course, we do want to have at least some post boxes here. Can we? We can have one, let's say, here. That's a good spot for one of those. Can have one here. Here. Yeah, you know what? At the end of that, that's fine, and then we can have something. And I don't think I can fit like a full... Well, I could have a full post office here. In fact. I'm gonna place that there, and we'll see if it works. Right, so we can gather even more posts, which is lovely. Okay. So, with that, the workers... Oh, you want a police station? I don't think I want a police station in here. But does the police station come with a Old Town coloration on it? Okay, then we should have it. Police station, didn't even think that we would have that. That can also sit right here, so we can have sort of a corner thingamajig here. Also, fire stations. Don't forget the fire stations. See, that can sit over here. Do you have Old Town? You do. But I wouldn't mind yet another one. And that can sit sort of here-ish. But do I want it there? I think I might want you sort of at the around the back here. So with a road there, we can have some living things here. People, that is. Right, now if I want to go into artisans, there's, I mean, I'm not going to be able to fit everything. And I don't think I want a university anyway. See, that's the issue, I think, if I'm going to have artisans. Because, like, university, school is already done. University, not there. Happiness, variety theater. Does the variety theater have an Old Town thing? No, it does not. Do I then want to go for artisans? Because you're not going to get, unless I, like, literally place down a entire thingamajig. Where is it? Universe. It's such a big building, too. But I suppose it could sit right at the edge here. It does already look a bit old, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. It actually fits right in here. Oh, see, that almost makes me want to have it. You know what? Decided. Variety theater. No buses. Oh, actually, you know what? Considering that this would potentially be a touristy thing, yes, absolutely we should have that. So how about we have one right here, and the entrance is there, exactly where I want it to be. But then we do want for our tourists a bus stop that can sit sort of here-ish, I'm thinking. Yeah, that will cover that. We want you to connect around the back. Ah, but you are not connected to another bus stop. Can I have one? If I had one here, which I can fit, is that fine? That is actually fine. I don't know. Does this, I mean, okay, fine. Let's just have that one. You know what? I haven't Piccadilly Circus. Piccadilly Circus. No, no, no. Old town. Oh, bloody. Old town, obviously. Yes. I don't know if you even saw that, but old town. And I think that is about it. So now we just really want to populate this with artisans. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing as I've done before, which is sort of shuffle the stuff around. So you are gonna come, not all of you. You are gonna come in here and sit there, and then you come in here. So we're gonna huddle this together because that's a bit of what an old town usually is, right? So you have a lot of stuff just huddled together. Oh, bloody hell, again, can't probably move all of them at once. So yeah, get those in there. Maybe not directly in front of it, but sort of right in front of it. No, that's not possible, so that's fine. We're gonna have you come around here. Or just here. Or not at all there. But in fact down there. And then I do want them close to the... I still think I want as much as possible space. So if we do that... That's the thing. I know that this is a bit weird now. Might actually just move this here. There we go. Is that how I want it to be? No. That needs to go like that. So yes, and then we grab you and we grab you. Place you here for now. So same thing as I have been doing in the other parts of town. But on this occasion slightly fewer. There we go. Also upgrade these. So then we want you to sit here. We want you to come all the way down here. Not there, because we are going to need a road for them if that's the case. So instead, how about we do that? Because remember, we have this little thing here. So how about you come around the back? I'm not sure what I want here, but it's probably going to be some form of a beautification thing. Something to sort of overlook here, because you can sort of sit here and just have a beautiful look at the surrounding area. I don't think I can remove those trees, right? No, those are just part of the scenery. Anyway, that's good. So again, we shall... Ah, right, those were also workers over there. Okay, grab those. Have those there. But now we do need to upgrade some of you guys. So this is I was looking for those that were 3x3, so to speak, but they did not really exist, did they? So let's grab you on the bottom, and then 3 more somewhere. Okay. Never mind, let's do these for now. Place them here so I remember. Go and indeed replace them. So, good. So I think that, you know what, can we have, are you lacking something? Rum, yes, but that's fine. Canned goods and stuff like that, we can look into that. But I think for the most part you are fine. Or for the sort of important bits, that is. So, if we look into the old town, because we have all these cool things. We have the enchanting tower, for example. Where would I like for stuff like this to go? An enchanting tower. Oh, we can have a guard tower right here, right? That feels reasonable. You have a door. Yep, there we go. Guard tower there. Where can I also have guard towers? I can have a guard tower here. Something there. Shift it around. Not there. I can have one here. Oh, that was correct. There we go. The hill garden, yes, but the enchanting tower. See, it does fit in here, but I would probably just want a house there. Right in here. Well, actually, you know what? That could go in here. Where is the... Oh, that wants to be like this, I think. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's okay, so it moves a little bit around the back there. Good. We also have square tower, which is like 3 by 3. I suppose that could go there instead of a house. Yes. And then we have the cobblestone, which I still haven't used. Will I use the cobblestone at all? See, we could have, I suppose, some here. That's a bit fine. Do I have that, like, around this thing? Yeah, you know what? How about we have some cobblestone there? Just sort of encircle, not encircle, but you know what I mean.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Savvy customs officer. You know what? That's fine. But yeah, let's just add them into sort of these spaces. And you know what? Yes, around the variety theater, that makes a lot of sense. So let's just do that around the back of you, so you sort of elongate that thing a little bit. What do I think about the other places where I built that? That's okay as well, and yes, that's okay too. So here is another place where we can have a square tower, yes, and then we can just have cobblestone. Oh, actually, no, we might have some trees here. But yeah, looking mighty fine. Are we ready to level something up? Yes, we are. Good. But before we do that, let's again... Oh, bloody hell. Is there now anything? We have the fountains, but those are one pieces. Yeah, so for example, we can easily have one of you there. We could have a woman here. Yes. We have a woman there. Okay, we'll see. There might be more places where I want a woman. We can add that. We can add that. We can add that, and also around you. Yeah, see, that's fine, because that obviously syncs up with your base. Okay, is that just over there? That is just over there. Seems to, for now at least, be the only place where we can do, or rather, where we are being attacked, which is lovely. Okay, let us continue by... I wanted to check. We have that. Do we have... Is there anything here? No. I don't think I really wanted it. There's some of the Cathedral Square you could have. It's a bit cool. Not the Dream Spire, but we also have the Forgotten Abbey, which is a bit cool. Yeah, you know what? But it's a bit big. It's a bit big. Sort of that could fit in with the old town vibe. Yeah, you know what? You can sit over here. Which way? Not that way, I think. That way. And then you get a road around you. Sort of. Yeah, you know what? That road can come up here. We can have 2 houses here. Grab you 2. Fits beautifully. And then we can basically have, I think, if we do all of you, we have them. Oh yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. And then you, and then 2 more right below. So we can cramp you up a little bit here. That's fine. So just take this road up and down as such. Yes, that's fine. And then we have this road come through here. I'm trying to, as you can see, I mean, you know how an old town looks. It's not just straight angles everywhere. Sort of what I'm trying to go for here. I am going to have more cobblestone here. We might replace some stuff, but for now, cobblestone. Obviously, it does not sync up with the base here, but whatever. That is largely it. You know what? I kind of like this. We're not done. We're not done, don't worry. First and foremost, you are gonna have the Old Town skin. I haven't yet decided if I'm gonna go over and pick which building we're gonna have. But at the very least, we're gonna do this, so that everyone is the correct skin. Lovely. We even have a police station here. I'm quite amazed at that. So everyone have the same skin.
Engineers deride art.
Yes.
But true beauty lies not in things seen, but those unseen.
Ooh. Well, sure, if you want to see beauty in unseen things, go right ahead, huh? So there we go. You are already Old Town. Good, good, good. So I think that all of them are Old Town. I suppose we can literally see that whether or not they are Old Town, and it does look as if they are. Right, so therefore, we also need to do you into Old Town. We are going to upgrade you to here, replace, and then why are you not upgrading?
You reward our hard graft.
Feels like I didn't build you recently. Interesting. Okay, well, we can upgrade these 6 then. That is a-okay. Work you in there, you in there, you in there, and then house, 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 house. And the final touch for these guys, over to Old Town skin. It has been said that you should be able to change multiple houses in a row. I have not found that to be as easy as instructions said, so that's why I'm doing them one by one. But there we go. I'm happy with that. Now I don't want to fill out everything with cobblestones. I am gonna go for my current favorite, the Temperate Grove. Fill out the rest. There we go. And then around the back here. Yeah, and that. And a few trees over here.
Genius device is complete.
Okay, we are moving forward. We are doing stuff for oil refineries, specifically the one in Anno Falls, I think. Or am I gonna do that for here first? I don't know. But there we go. A few trees dotted around the place. And now, would I like to replace a few of these with something else? Yes. So, for example, we can take this one. Old Town and the Fountain. That's a good space for one of those. Where else could we have one? We could easily have one here. And those come in... These come in more varieties. No, just the one. That's fine. We had one here, which I kind of don't want to... You know what? If that's going to be there, we kind of do want to fill that one out. So it's sort of in the middle. That's okay. Do I want the banner of the roses? Don't really think so. Don't really think so. Should we have that here, maybe? Should I have 2 banners as you come in here? Like, I'm not super chuffed about that, but whatever, eh? that can be there. That's fine. You, I would like to be a actual tree. Thank you. For the most part, otherwise, I think we're okay. You know what? As far as buildings go, I'm quite happy with this. This is a lovely little addition to the city. You get like proper walls and everything. But as I said before, we're not just done with that yet, because we have to think about these things. Because, well, first and foremost, why does that look so different? I don't know. But yes, we are gonna want to have these be specific buildings, don't we? So first and foremost, it's gonna be either of these. Do I want every corner to be I think I do want every corner to be this, yes. Well, no, not every corner. No, not every corner. If I do every corner first, we'll see what I think about it afterwards. We'll see what I think about it. And you are that. Because that open one, this one, will probably never be used. Like, why would I have a hole in my wall? That doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so this one is very strange to have a hole in the wall. Kind of defeats the purpose of a wall, you'd think. So that is why we are replacing all of these. It is common that you have towers in the corners, right? I ask, not knowing. Feels reasonable, right? So here we go. Final bit. I mean, I did change this to be that, but now I think that I don't want it to be that way, but instead a tower, which works equally well. We remove that one. We have, yeah, because this just looks weird. We have 3 of them just in a row. That's very strange. But why is it, what's the difference between these? Don't know why. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I was wondering there, because literally every single corner piece that I am changing is obviously a number 3 piece, so I don't know why I was questioning that. Keep going. There we go. And that one, and this one to that, and then of course same as we had before. At the gate, we want the towers. I think I want it this way. Not done yet though, mind. So we are gonna think again once I'm done. We could also, I suppose, that's a thing. See, now I have the entire thing be the open version, and the inner one is the covered version. But there's nothing saying we couldn't have 1 or 2 of the cover, because I see that there are different towers here, which is kind of cool. And also you could have segments with cover. I don't know. I don't know enough about I don't know enough about ancient walls to really have an opinion on that. So I'll focus on the thing that I do know that I want, which is this. That one. Could almost have done a jump cut here, but you get to join in the fun here. So there we go. Now I am a bit tempted to have this one be that. I think that is a reasonable thing to say. So have you come in here. There we go. Have you be that. Yeah, see, I think that works splendidly. Kind of looks like you took advantage of this tower when you built this graveyard, basically. Right, so you know what? Let me look at that. Apart from the fact that I built some snug things here, I am gonna say that looks very, very nice. I also realized I'm not done yet. We still have over here and over here. Remove that one, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here. That one was the wrong one. Remove that. Even though I know I spent a little time fixing this, I think that this is looking even better. Beautiful. So that's that done. I like that. Now we're going to do the inner wall, and on this occasion I'm not going to have towers everywhere. Simply because of the fact that I get these cool curved things, which I like. We are going to have some here, however. So we have access to the shorter round. One with cover and one without cover. I like the one with cover more for this segment. Yes. Now I'm questioning a little bit exactly what I want. I'll do... Oh, that was wrong. One more. That was also wrong. One more. That was also wrong. One more. Being confused now that I have two options. So, even though I do have a tower here, we're gonna have these things here. That still works. Absolutely. Do I like that there's... No, I don't like that there's two towers next to each other here. That looked a bit weird. So in fact, you know what, that then looks weird too. So don't have that, and over here it's fine. Actually, you know what, no, I'm okay with this being just regular walls, but only this one being the towered one. I'm okay with that. Yes. I think that that's about it. Or I say about it. We're actually, again, not done. I still haven't done this. So, final bits and pieces of the thing that we want to do. And where did we have? Was it Bright Harvest? Yes. Wooden fence entrance, flatbed wagon fits over here, where we have all our warehouses. We have a scarecrow. Guess where that fits? Ooh. 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 Yes. Hold on. I want a scarecrow here, and I want a scarecrow here. Means that we need to do this. Like so. And
Nice day for it.
you get those two as well. That's kind of lovely. Yes. Scarecrow. Are those facing any specific way, I wonder? Yes, they do. Are they right? No. You are supposed to go the other way around. Cool. Oh. I seem to have tractors here, yet I don't have a tractor thingamajig. But apparently the fertilizers are pulled by tractors. Okay. I wonder how that works. Log pile. We can have a log pile inside of this area here, right at the back here. Some outhouses is never a bad idea, but they do need to be angled correctly, right? Yes, there we go. One outhouse there. Where could an outhouse go? It's probably here. No, it should be on that direction. You can have an outhouse right next by to your place. Go. Who else wants an outhouse? Maybe you. Yeah, we'll have an outhouse right around the side here. I realize that one outhouse for all of these people is probably not enough. But at least you have one. I mean, can't say the same for like a large part of this. A large part of this city, really. No, not really. A lot of feces on the ground, I suppose. Signposts, why not? We'll have a signpost here. Can have one here, one here. Yeah, one here.
Are starting to get sick.
Where are we now? We are right. Oh. I apparently don't have a hospital over here. Well, isn't that a bit of a shame? Where do we have it? Hospital. You apparently need a hospital over here. I can see that. I'll have a hospital then, I suppose. Right, back to Bright Harvest and hay bales. That, I think, is more for these guys. But maybe, you know what? You can have some hay bales sitting here. And one there. Then we have the swing. That's the one I kind of want to have dotted about the place as well. Maybe even a few. You can have one here. And then the clothesline. That is what it was called. Clothesline for everyone. Right in the middle there. Lovely. And one here. Yeah, one here and one here. You can also have one here, and one here. One here, and we already have there. That's lovely. We don't need any of those flatbed feel like I could have built it all of a sudden. That was a flatbed wagon, yes. Okay, you know what? With that, I feel fine with adding my favorite temper to grow after that. So we have sort of filled in a little bit at least. Yeah, right along there. Right along here. And easy. I'm just gonna add it everywhere here. On the basis that I don't know what else I'll fill this in for now. Or fill this in with for now. So I'll just add a whole bunch of trees. And if I figure something out, then I shall add that at a later point. We're done with the old town. See, I mean, a bit of greenery definitely helps a bit and makes it look a little bit lovelier. But you know what? I like that. I like that quite a lot. Lovely. So now we have our old town, and we need to move on to the next bit. But I think that we are okay with this area for this episode. Let's have a look at Anno Falls as a end bit. So what is it that right? Guess what you have been sitting with the entire episode? The hop fertility, yes. So now we can finally get the hop fertility going. Dump you in there, and all of a sudden, ta-da! You can build out your hop farm. So do that, and as far as we can here, that is exactly correct. And then you can fill out here to begin with, 83. Yeah, just go down as much as you can there. Lovely. So now we are going to get ourselves some hops for the brewery. We have a whole bunch of malt, I assume. Not full, but a whole bunch. So now we're going to get the hops as well. Lovely, and the fertilizer has been delivered since before, so that's just gonna kick off. Beautiful. Alright, so with that said, the only thing that you're lacking is the beer, and that is what we're getting now. Question is it enough what I'm doing? Is it enough? It looks like enough, so that's good. Beautiful. Okay. I'm happy about that, which means that we can increase the population. Now, we have a whole bunch of farmers, so ideally we want to keep upgrading. Now, the school, I don't know why I built one school. I really, oh, hello. I have destroyed buildings here right after the fire, presumably. I don't know why I built the school here. I ought to have not done that. Because I think that what we're actually wanting to do is this. Have you come over here. Build a school down here. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna remove you guys. Here, you can come in here. And then we move this guy over here. So now school coverage is a whole lot better. I think that is what I ought to have done previously. Now we're gonna actually not move those. Let's move those to replace that. And other than school, it's marketplace, that's not a problem. And of course, church. We only have the one church. Kinda maybe could have done that better too. How about you guys move there?
They've had their fun.
Church.
Let's have ours.
Okay. Oh, let's see what I got. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't need to move it. What do I get? I get, not all of it. A gift from Eli Bleakworth. Cool. So what do we get? Unlock those rewards, please. I get 10 tickets. As well as quarter-century rocket, as well as double iron grill work. Okay, so that's just one of those, and then a bonus one, which was a vindicated veteran. Cool. You can just keep on doing that. If I can get 10 each time, I'm okay with that. Right, so what I was thinking here was I moved that up, didn't I? So let's move that down, and same thing here. We have you. Let's just move, let's say, these people over here. Let's just move you over here. Drag road around. Build a church. Bam. Again, that now covers a whole lot more, a whole lot better. So now we simply just upgrade all of you. We upgrade all of you, all of you, all of you, you, really everyone here, I think. Yeah, everyone there, everyone here. You have everything without issues, I think. So we're gonna upgrade these two. I don't think we're gonna be making enough bear as it is. But there we go. That's a whole lot more people. So no, I do not think that we are gonna be producing enough of everything that we need now for those people. Actually, yeah, schnapps. We need more schnapps. Why have I not done the fertilizer silos for these? For the love of God, okay. Get rid of all of that. Redo. Redo. Why did I not think about that? That's weird. Fertilizer silo. Thank you very much. You're gonna be like that. So then we just sort of fill you in around the back. So we're gonna have basically 4 of these, I think, with the fertilizer silo. That should be plenty enough. Obviously, it's gonna look a bit different. Yes, you can just keep doing that. Fill those in, fill out like... Is that actually... Oh, very lovely. Okay, that's fine then. So can I copy you two? Yes. It's a bit weird. Oh, it's a bit weird. But it's fine if I do that. First and foremost, we can delete that. So that you have the... Oh, do you reach a... Yes, yes you do, good. And then you can fill out over here. So that's good. Sheep farm. Why have I... Was I an idiot? Yes, I was. Why was I an idiot? I don't know. Let's move you to here. So you are gonna have a silo, which I apparently didn't even consider. In fact, you're not gonna be there, I just realized. Switch you in, and then you can have a silo. Why did I... That is so weird. Like, obviously I would have these. Like, there's absolutely no reason not to have these. There we go. You're all fertilized up, or will be. We are sitting at a bunch of fertilizer, I think. I think we're shipping quite enough. Yeah, we're maxing out on it, in fact, so that's good. You are fertilized, etc., etc. You don't reach. That's annoying. Okay, you know what? You can sit here instead. That's fine. Are you... Can you be... No, we need bricks, which we are producing here, but not enough, apparently. But yes, you should be upgraded. But until you are, have a friend. There we go. Have a friend. Okay. Come back here. We were not producing enough schnapps, so we do want more of that. I could almost seem... Oh. Right. Hold on. Clever idea. I just... Where the hell did I moved my... Oh, did I just move you over here? Okay, that's fine. I had a brilliant idea for Anno Falls. We have an item for you that I think we should definitely have over there. I'm gonna have to end the episode, that's true. But allow me to just... I haven't actually been playing on regular speed, I realize. We ought to have the turbo engine, Pertwee's turbo generator. We're not gonna have any power production in here, but
On our way.
having that for these buildings just means a lot. And we also have iron and coal here, so if... Ooh, but I... No, right, you have to actually cover the things that you want to cover. You know what? Hold on. Stop. Back up. While you are shipping things, how about you ship bricks? Only ship bricks. Don't do anything else to the bricks. Only shipping, not the other thing. There we go. That's smart. How are we sitting on? Yeah, we're sitting very well on everything here. So you are liking life, but we are going to want to increase all of that. But yes, that's looking very fine. Fish, we can add one more fish. We can absolutely add one more fish. That can come over here. I am going to almost assume that one is enough, right? Yes, that's enough. Schnapps is going to come in. Framework knitters is going to come in. Sausages, not even close. Okay, where do we have the sausage place? Sausage place is... How is the sausage place? Right over there. So we are basically going to need 2 more of those. Let's just drag... Yeah, more bricks. Would you believe it? That's fine. More sausages, and then we're going to look at pigs. But I think actually pigs might be fine. We are getting flour, so that's fine. But we need more bread. Is that... No, that's the sawmills. The bread is... Where did I place the bread? Where did I place the bakeries? They are right here. And in fact... If I'm going to do the turbo generator thing, I might move all of that to in here. That is true. Right. Not exactly there. Okay, fine. It's going to have to be in this corner then. Let's just have it sit there. Okay. Plan for the next episode. Shift all of these low-cost production facilities over here with the turbo generator. That would be very, very nice. So, right, I have a plan for the next episode, but before we end, let's admire my old town just a little bit more, because I'm gonna be honest, I am very happy with how this turned out. I'm happy that I did it as well, because I was a bit on the fence on whether or not I ought to. Also, you are incorrect, sir. You're supposed to be there. That. Right. Have a comment or two about what you like my old town build. I like it. Hopefully you do too. For now though, this has been Ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.